It's maintenance time with my 2015 Model S. Well, kind of. I mean, it really is a 2015 Model S, but it's kind of maintenance time. And what I mean by that is it was not intentional, but yeah, it all started. I'm going to show you now a video. It all started with a bolt in the tire. And I'm going to walk you through the process. We're going to actually go to Discount Tire and I'm going to show you the process of where we were going to get the bolt removed and we ended up replacing the tires entirely. And then now we actually came back here to Tesla. So I'll come right back here after we go to Discount Tire and I'm going to show you what happened with the tires on this thing. And then we're going to come back here and I'm going to get the alignment done and I'm going to talk to you about that. So stay tuned. This is going to be awesome. So I caught a big bolt in my tire there. I was hearing just this sound. I was like, oh my gosh, what is that? But yeah, look at that. That's a huge bolt. But at least it has a washer. That's so weird. Crazy thing is, right next to Tire World, but they just closed. So that's my opportunity there. I am here at Discount Tire with my Tesla. Now, some of you know this is the Tesla that I got for $8,400. We had to get some work done on the front. But check this out. Come over here. I'll show you this. Look at this. I didn't just get a nail. You know, I like to go all out. Look at that. That's not just a nail. That's a bolt. And not only is it a bolt, it's a bolt with a washer. So I get the whole works and everything. So anyways, we are here at Discount Tire because I'm going to get that fixed. But they were checking the tread and everything. And I know I bought it used and I was expecting to have to actually get new tires on it after getting that. But the tires are around 3 all the way around, which usually around 4 is where you got to think about changing them. And you really don't want them to go below 3 or 2. So I don't know if you could see this. This is just kind of the tread wear on there right now. So these are Michelin's. From here, it looks, yeah, I mean, it's going down a little bit. So time to replace them. My wife drives this car. I don't want to have my wife driving around on unsafe tires. So we're going to go ahead and have Discount Tire replace this. They gave me a great discount. I was like, man, that's really expensive. It's about $350 for each tire. I'm going to get the Michelin Cross Climate 2s. I know that those of you that have seen my videos, I have the Falcon Wild Peaks on the on my truck. So I'm really a fan of Falcons for how long they lasted, but they didn't have Falcons for this car. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Cross Climate 2s because they work in wet and dry weather. And they're actually really, really good tires. So we're going to get the new tires on now, and then we're going to check on them and I'll show you after we get done. All right, we just got the new tires. So I'm excited that my wife is now going to be safe driving around in this and they're not worn down. And they thought they may have been able to fix it, that it was a pretty big bolt, but they were already way down. So like I've said before, I don't mess around with tires and I don't mess around with brakes. So if they are close to needing to be changed, I go ahead and do that. The way it's better to be safe on the road. So I encourage you to do that too. Discount Tire, they actually did give me a discount and they hooked me up. It was really nice. Basically, I got one of these tires for free, and these are not cheap tires, by the way. I think the total out the door was probably about $1,400. And then, so yeah, I want to show you. Look that up quick. So they're the Michelin Cross Climate 2s. So basically, they're kind of a funky little tread. They almost look like snow tires, but they work all year round, and they're actually pretty decent range. So we'll be testing those out. I'm gonna restart a trip in there, and then I'll just keep up with them, just like I'm doing with these are my Falcon Wild Peaks over here on my Lightning. They're about to need to be replaced, I think, too. They got like 52,000 miles on them. I started a trip in my Lightning whenever I first bought these, so I know how long these tires last. So we'll basically do the same thing with these tires. Oh, one negative thing is I do have to now go get an alignment. So basically the alignment is like way out on several things. The rear is okay, but all the front is out. So we're gonna get that checked. They were not able to do it here. They do actually have the ability to do alignment, but they weren't. Anyways, all right, we are back here now at Tesla. Just finished getting the alignment done. And actually, I also went ahead and had them do the battery. So just the 12-volt battery, not the big battery. It was pretty crazy how this whole thing turned out. It's like one thing after another that we ended up having to do, but it didn't really end up costing that much. We kept getting deals on pretty much anything that we did today. So with the tire, that was really crazy. There's a big bolt, and they told me actually that they could repair it, but the tires were already pretty low, and they really recommended getting, of course, you know, they're a tire place. They would want to actually sell tires, but I was thinking about it already too. And it's a car that my wife and my daughter drive. And so I was just wanted to make sure that they were safe. So we ended up getting new tires, but something that I didn't really say that much earlier, there was an option to get the same tires that we already had on there, get new ones of those. And those are supposed to be the number one tires. It's the Pilot Sport, Michelin Pilot Sport, the number one tires for Tesla, but instead we ended up getting the number two on there because it was about $400 cheaper or something like that to get these cross climate twos. But yeah, the discount tire gave me like one of the tires for free, and they gave me as much discount as they could. And I thought that was pretty cool. So now being here at Tesla, right after you get new tires, I always recommend getting an alignment. I had Discount Tire check the alignment, so they did, but they weren't able to do the fixes. So we got that scheduled, brought it over here to Tesla, and did the alignment. It was like around $200 or something like that. So that's not that bad. Tesla asked if we wanted a 12-volt battery replaced because it hasn't been replaced in about 4 years. So I was like, oh, okay. I could probably do that myself, but I'm like, you know what? I'll see, because it was only going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of about another $200. And, you know, that's a little bit more than what I could have bought it for. And then, but so I went in and had them do that. And maybe the next time I need to do one, then I'll record a video about it and I'll show you guys how to do it. But here's the two interesting points that I learned from this whole thing. One really good thing is that I don't know if y'all remember some of my other videos, like we had taken the Tesla into, because it was kind of making a clicking sound when driving really, really slow. Well, ever since they fixed the alignment and everything, I haven't heard the clicking sound as much. So, I mean, it's all, you know, we haven't had it that long since that being fixed. So maybe it'll come back. I have no idea, but it's not there now. The second thing, I'm actually going to go in to the car, and this is really, really important. There's a code. So Tesla does not need your key or your key card in order to access the car during service. And they give you a code to drive the car whenever you're done. Well, we keep having to use that code the last couple times we've got in the car. And I'm like, okay. So I looked it up, and I'm going to show you actually how to turn that code off. If you go get service and you have to keep entering in a code in order to drive the car, there's a way to turn that off, and it's pretty easy. And I don't know if it's just this older model, older style. We still have the regular key, like the key fob. Anyway, so let's get on the Tesla now, and I'll show you how to turn off the code. All right, so here's what happened, guys. Everything looks normal when you get in, but when you're ready to actually drive, so, you know, you just put your foot on the brake, this actually pops up. You have to enter in a 4-digit code in order to drive. Now, you can actually do this normally. You can make it where the car has a code to drive. And so that's what this is. It's a security feature that's turned on. So I'm going to walk you through right now how to actually turn it off. So if you look here, here's the actual written instructions. Basically, you can Google it, have Google find it for you if you want to, but essentially we're going to go to controls, safety and security, select pin to drive, and we're going to turn it off. So that's pretty simple, actually. So we're going to X out of this. It's going to make us enter in the code regardless, is my understanding. So we're going to go to controls, which basically you tap the car right here. You go to controls, which it's already on. And then it says safety and security, but I don't actually see that. So sometimes these instructions are not correct. So they're actually not correct. So that's the Google ones. So here's what we are going to do instead. We just go straight down here to safety. That's really what they're trying to get us to do anyways. So that right there is what you do. We're going to turn off the pin to drive. Now it makes you enter in the pin. So I'm going to enter that in, and I'm not going to show you guys. I'm going to blur it out, but I'm just going to enter it in. So we entered that in, and now that is turned off. So that's how you get rid of it. And now you'll be able to drive without the pin. And that's how to do it. It's pretty easy how to turn that on and off. So the other way to do it is you're supposed to be able to do it through the app. However, in my case, this particular feature does not work with my app, but you should be able to because this is only a 2015. But for newer vehicles, you should be able to set that pin to turn it on and off from your app. So that's pretty cool. Well, that was really cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video about basically maintenance day with the Tesla. And again, we actually got tires done, got the tires replaced. We got our alignment done, and we got like a new 12-volt battery in there. All in all, we ended up spending close to about $2,000 if you add in the tires and everything like that. So now the car is going to be really, really good. But if you think about it, I actually am doing really good with the price on this car. Initially, we only ended up, in case you're keeping track, those of you that have watched my other videos, if you haven't seen that, we bought this car for only $8,400. So we got a great deal on the car, $8,400. I've spent probably about $1,400 so far. We had to fix some control arm things on the front. And then also we got a second little key fob. And then now another $2,000. So basically we are at about $12,000 right now in cost on this car. New tires and new 12-volt battery and everything. So I think we're actually doing pretty good because about 12,000 is maybe the price, or actually about 15,000 is about the price you would be able to find one of these for. So we're actually still under what the value of the car is, and we got all this new stuff. So man, we're blessed. I'm thankful for it. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Subscribe, like, share the video. We're going to be testing out more EVs, my wife and I, here pretty soon. So that's going to be fun, doing that good, the battery, and the ugly series that we're doing with lots of EVs, finding a perfect EV for her. So check those out. And you can also become a member of the channel too. I really appreciate you guys that have decided to become members, just because I'm able to use some of those funds and be able to go do some of these videos, and the ones, especially the ones I have to travel for and everything like that. So thankfully this one's here in the Springs. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next video.